Hello. And now, how I got into coaching. Okay, now let's look at this. A young girl picking herself up from losing a very, very, very important loved one and giving up on her career, giving up on everything, and then start doing a full-time job just to get my mind on every, you know what, you have to do a 7 days a week. Okay, that's too much. That was 6 days a week. Okay, 10 hours a day of work, just so I can get myself out of thinking, not think about it, not even get to even, heal from it or anything. But then I found myself that I found out that I was running. I was running from that which is calling me within. My own voice was telling me, enough. He's gone. You've got to heal and live on. I was running. When I truly, truly started listening, I started being scared. I was scared. By the way, that's some work happening in the house, and yeah, I think we're gonna hear a lot of that. Um, Not a really, really good time while I'm doing this video though. But yes, when I truly started listening, I don't wanna hear the voice telling me enough. But I heard the voice anyways. And you know what? I started reading more. If you look at there are so many books over there at the bookshelves. I haven't even put, like, some of them are not yet up, but I read a lot of books. I did self healing. I read books. I listened to messages, motivational speakers. I listened to things. The funny part is, some friends that knew me in Dubai would tell me, you know what we need, just read. But you know how it started? You know how it all started? How I even started reading? I met this lady when I was in a bed space. Yeah, I lived in a bed space in Dubai. Okay? And that is a topic for another day. Okay? Because that's a whole lot of story on its own. All right? So, this lady gave me a book. I'm sure a lot of people have read that book, The Secret. It's still over there. I can see it is right there. All right. And when she gave me that, and this lady told me, just read this book and give it back to me because it's mine. I don't want to, I just read it and give it back to me. She gave me a month. I read that book in a month. And I rewrote that book in my own words, in my own book. I bought a book. When I was reading, I was writing. That book was the beginning of change. This, by the way, happened way before my elder brother died. Okay? And I had already been on that path for a long time. The path of self-development and self-healing since 2016, after I left my job. But you know what? It was slow. It was painful. Because I was doing it all alone, all by myself. And when this lady gave me the book, The Secret, I read that book. Things changed. But you know what? It's changed for a while. Just a short while. I saw myself, I moved from level 1 to level 2, whatever that means to you. I moved from A to B. But I had a journey all the way to Z and back and again. But that was the first step. Then, when I gave her the book, I went straight to the mall and I bought mine. And I reread it again. And I read it again and again. 2017, I would never forget this. I manifested from that book a holiday, a birthday holiday. I manifested it. It was like magic. I was so delighted, happy, and I could feel my energy growing. But hey, after some months, I fell back down. I fell. I completely, it's like I forgot about everything. And I would struggle. I would go through all those times. And when I was grieving, when my elder brother passed away, when I was grieving, I, the funny part is you don't come to this earth with a manual on how to grieve or how to live life on earth. No one gives you a manual. No, you don't come out of your mother's womb with a book in your hand and it says, oh, you know your name is gonna be this, you're gonna go through this, you're gonna have this. No, you come with no manual. It is a learning journey. You learn every day and you create as you learn. You know what? This life is your creation. There is no, if you buy a machine now, if you buy a computer or a phone, and it comes with a manual, it tells you how to use it, what to do, how to turn it on, how to turn it off, it tells you all those things. And which so many people never even read the manual. They just go and mess it up and then, we had to do that and go back to the drawing board. Who can relate with that? Who reads the manual when they open the computer in the first time or a laptop? So this life doesn't come with a manual. They don't tell you how you're going to grieve. They don't tell you how you're going to go through all those emotions. You're going to go through them anyways, and you're going to learn through them. Because, hey, what is life without those situations? Okay? So I had to go through mine. And the turning point came when I'd always told my friend this story. I told her, I asked, by the way, I took her permission to share this story with the world. I invited one of my friends out. And when she came, we sat, it's been a while, we didn't meet. So we was happy, we was having fun, talking, catching up all the stories that we've missed. And she said, by the way, Winnie, do you know? When I look at my son, I see you. I was like, hey, hold up, girl. The last time I checked, I'm a woman too. What do you mean? She's like, I said, I don't resemble your son. She's like, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, I was at the verge when I was pregnant in this Dubai. Back in the days, as a single girl, you cannot have a child in Dubai. It was not allowed. She was pregnant in Dubai. And behold, the dad said no. And as a single girl, the first in her home, who has to take care of the family and everything, she has to, and she just came to look for a job in Dubai. And with all of this, being in love with a man, knowing that this is my man, and he gets her pregnant and he was like, Kaliwale, bye-bye. So what happened? She was at the verge of going to get rid of the baby. And we was in a fashion show. She told me this story. And with her permission, I'm telling the story back. I advised her, whatever I said, hold and behold, I don't know what I told her. But whatever I said changed her mind. She went home and kept that baby. And and that boy, oh my God. When she told me the story, to be honest, my heart dropped. When we say my heart dropped, I had that feeling. When I went back home after that day, I took time to search. I asked Google. I Googled. I asked questions. And I found out that there is something called life coaching from Google. And that's when I started finding companies in UAE that offer the courses that I can learn more of myself, heal more, and help people. And this is why I am here today. This journey has been a journey to be here now, to be a model that you can look up to.